Well, hello. Welcome to another chapter, another riveting, great chapter of World's Longest Suicide Note. I'm Roger, and how else can I say it other than when I'm having a bad day, I'm suicidal. And I have bad days frequently since I deal with 4 mental health diagnoses. Um, yeah, but even though that's the case, I'm no way, shape, or form a mental health professional or provider or someone who you should be taking mental health advice from. So, that being said, we're going to carry on. This will be the last time you see the banana, the duct tape banana, because honestly, it's almost done. I mean, it's not much, uh, as far as composition. So, anywho's, yeah, we're gonna throw a little bit more highlighty stuff on there. Um, yeah, hope you're well. I hope you're managing your summer like better than I am mine. Let me tell you something that I do. I I get about halfway through summer and then I spend a bunch of time worrying because it's halfway through summer and I haven't done the things that I was supposed to do. And I know I touched on this a couple of videos ago, but it happens every year, and I need to, I need to know this, understand more going into it. What it is, that's the problem. The problem is, um, I put way too much emphasis on summer. I mean, I live in I live in Oregon, and Oregon, it's a great state. Uh, I don't want to, often when we talk about states and then it gets political, it's like, well, but, and it, I'm not going to get political. Um, but living here, and I've lived here my whole life, so I don't really have, I was in the service, so I lived in California and Texas for a while. Um, but I was born in Oregon, raised in Oregon, everything Oregon. So uh, winters aren't, uh, they're not. It's not extreme. I don't want to. I mean, we're not. I don't live in Fargo. Um, I mean, no offense to anyone who would live in Fargo. I'm sure it's a great place, and but according to the movie, it's pretty cold. I'm not. I'm not huge on like frigid cold. I can handle some cold, but what we get here is we get that cold rain that feels way colder than it is. I mean, it's in the 40s, but it's like just raining, and it just seems to get you colder than you know. It's almost I'd almost be in like the teens, the temperature in the teens, rather than like 40 and raining. Just that's my personal thing of it. But anyway, so there's a lot of gray, a lot of not so bright stuff happens. Um, and so I'll make that a little parameter thing. Okay. Uh, and so a lot of things are planned around summer. Summer is kind of the catch all. It's like, oh well, I haven't done this, but summer's coming, and we're gonna. So what happens is like you put everything on summer. It all, summer has to carry all the hopes and dreams of the whole year, And that's a lot of pressure, that's a lot of pressure to put on a season, because what ends up happening is you get halfway through and you start realizing that all this stuff that you were supposed to do isn't getting done. I mean, I'm busy. It's not like I'm not doing anything. It's not, and honestly, if I was to be like really making the most of summer, I'd be doing far less, because that's really, I think, the essence of summer is doing less and enjoying more. So I'm not in any way, shape, or form fully living up to any kind of situational acknowledgement of the season. Yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I mean, it's really. I mean, is it a mental health issue? No. I mean, no. It's not. It's not a mental health issue. It's just not feeling like you're getting everything that you should be getting out of this time. That's kind of it's been a normal thing. Every year I kind of struggle with this, and so I'm really trying to determine how do I not, understanding that the ultimate goal of summer is to rest and recharge and rejuvenate and have a good time and enjoy things. That's really where I should be focusing more of my attention, instead of like, oh, I got to do this because remember, I didn't do it in February. Anyway, I am going to get a little brown because I need a little bit more brown. Add a little bit warmer color to some of this. Yeah. So, anywho, yeah. So, just gonna get back out there and try to enjoy what's left of summer. I mean, it's been a good summer. The weather's been sometimes you go a little too much and you just gotta like dab it off. Dab it off. That's not even there. Alright. Okay. So, alright. That's fine for that for right now. I'll just put one more little highlighty thingy on there. But I'm going to hit the duct tape. Try to make it look a little bit more duct tapey. And then I'm moving on. I mean, so collecting the paintings has been, it's just not something that I've ever really done. So I'm just kind of stockpiling some paintings because I have a show coming up in October. And so the next time we talk, I'll be working on another one. I'm not really, I usually will paint. I mean, I paint all the time, but I usually won't. I'll take some time in between and figure out what it is that I want to paint next. Because I don't really have my own style. I mean, I know a lot of artists who just want to develop a style, and then if someone else sees something like that, oh, that's the style of this person, and it's kind of the trademark thing. They kind of trademark that, and I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I don't what if I want to paint something else then? You kind of feel like, well, no one would know it because that's not my, the style that they're used to seeing my stuff in, and people get kind of weird about that kind of thing, and then heaven forbid you kind of go into someone else's style, because then they get all, oh, you're copying me kind of deal. Yeah. And sometimes artists can be kind of difficult, and I never really wanted to have, because I want to paint whatever I feel like painting. Some things I feel good about painting. Just like, I'm not much of a landscape painter, but every once in a while, because it's like, oh, that'd be fun to paint, whatever that is. And so I don't want to say, oh, this is what I paint. This is all I paint. And that way, that's how people know me. Nah, I don't really care if people ever know me through my paintings. That's not of huge importance to me. I know that's what some artists just strive. That's the whole idea, is to get to that place where people know you. They can see a picture and say, oh, that's and that's cool. I don't value that, because I feel like my strength is going to be in painting whatever I want to paint, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing it for anyone but me. So if I don't want to do it, or if I, you gotta understand who you are in order to, then go forward with that. It doesn't make sense, does it? So that's why, I paint a bunch of random stuff, and maybe random is my style. I'd be okay with that. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't know if I really even talked about anything like valuable. I just, wrestling with the summertime blues. And then, it is what it is. I think that when you look at, trying to encapsulate the journey of mental illness, you have a ton of days like this, a ton of times like this, where you just second guess things, and you just don't, you're not sure how everything fits into anything else. And you have all these sometimes competing thoughts and feelings. And going forward is the thing to do. And art helps me achieve that. By being able to sit down and draw and paint, more painting. I'm not a real drawer. I prefer color. So I'll be wrapping this banana up in a bow. So, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to finish this side. I hope you have a great day, and that you continue to fight hard in those battles that nobody sees. And we will catch you on the next one with another painting that's will be different. There will be no bananas. I could practical guarantee that there will be no bananas. All right. So with that, Auf Wiedersehen. I think that means goodbyes in some language. All right, bye.